Ooh, this is juicy. We just got two very important updates on lawsuits regarding Ripple. First of all, the Tetragon v. Ripple case, and second of all, the public complaint from John Deaton against the SEC. Today's video is going to be important, so make sure you watch it to the fullest. And also, guys, make sure you press the like button if you are enjoying the daily crypto news. And my question of today is, if you could only hold one coin for the rest of your life, which one would it be? And kind of a side question is, have you told your family or friends that you only, that one coin is really your favorite or something like that? Let me know in the comments section down below and let's get into it. Update on the Tetragon's Series C shareholder suit. The judge ruled that since there has been no official determination regarding XRP's status, Tetragon's claim that a securities default occurred is wrong. Here is our full statement, and I love this. I really love this because we said earlier, what Tetragon is doing here is just trying to use this opportunity to make themselves some money and to kind of make themselves perform a little bit better. I don't really know why they pulled through like this, because in the end, you think by hurting Ripple's name, they're hurting their own investment, but it was kind of just a paranoid type of choice they made. I really don't get what they thought they were going to win, except for hurt the XRP price. And now the judge, rightfully so, has claimed that it makes no sense. So let me first read the response, or the statement basically, and then I'll give you guys a little bit more info as to what really happened and what my thoughts about this were. Today, the court in Delaware rejected Tetragon's claim that the SEC had officially determined XRP status. This ruling, coupled with a separate filing the SEC made today, should put to rest any confusion. The SEC has not determined that XRP is a security. As a Delaware judge stated, quote, "But XRP is no more a security after the SEC filed the enforcement action than it was before. A determination resolves the request of whether XRP is a security. The enforcement action, by contrast, asks that question. The question is not yet resolved, so a determination has not yet been made, and when it is made, it will be made by a district court. Therefore, Tetragon's claim that a securities default occurred has been proven wrong." Separately, the SEC itself acknowledged today in another case brought by XRP holders against the agency that it has not made any determination as to XRP's status. Per their words, the court hearing the SEC's case against Ripple is the exclusive method for testing the validity of the SEC's claims against Ripple. Let's call Tetragon's lawsuit what it is, an opportunistic move to take advantage of the SEC's allegations. What has always been clear, and made so even more today, is that the SEC still has to try to prove their case in court, which we do not believe they will be able to do. As our lawyers have publicly stated, the SEC is dead wrong. We look forward to bringing the SEC's case to a just and speedy resolution and remove the cloud that the SEC has misguided actions have cast over the XRP market. End quote, maybe? I don't see any end. Oh, here was the end quote was a very long time ago, but it's just because everything is kind of written sideways with italics. Is that the way you put it? Whatever. That's why I kind of thought the quote was lasting forward. But let me explain a couple of things. First of all, Tetragon has funded or invested in Ripple in a Series C round, about $175 million worth out of the full 200. And yeah, that was, a couple years ago. And basically right now, back then in their statement, in their contract, it was, if XRP were to be deemed a security, Ripple, would buy back the shares, right, at a certain price. I don't know exactly what that price was. Now, Tetragon basically sued Ripple because they didn't want to buy the shares back, and because Tetragon said now that what happened right now, what the situation is it's basically called a security by the SEC, so buy us out, buy our stuff. And Ripple's like, well, it hasn't really been that way. So they took it to court, and Ripple has now won on the basis that the SEC and the judges have determined that it is not yet a security. It's only been alleged. But what is also a very important part here, like I've stated before, is that, well, in this case here, in the way it's going right now, what the SEC is only doing is basically bringing up a question. And think about it. The SEC has no other way that I know of to get things done than alleging and going through the court, because the SEC has no real jurisdiction in the sense that they cannot make new rules. They cannot really call things out to be securities for real. They can only bring up an argument where a judge then needs to decide. So think about it, right? What else could they have done here? They could have only asked it the different way around, asking, hey, XRP is not a security, but then it wouldn't be up to the SEC to determine things. So what they did right now is basically call XRP a security on quite a strong basis, potentially without the intent to actually get it to be a security. This was just their way to get it to light, whether or not this is the case. And we don't really know if the SEC actually thinks this is true or not. This is just their way of getting things done. At least that's the way I've received it from the story. That's also what I noticed when I read into what the SEC really does. And that's what I kind of got through reading to Ripple's response here, that the SEC has this method for testing the validity. That's basically what they have to do. And Ripple's lawyers know the SEC is wrong. The SEC might know it too, but they'll figure it out as the court moves on. If you were wondering what this other part here was about with what happened today, anything like that, well, we'll talk about that in just a second. Let me see where I have it open. SEC strikes back at XRP holders by moving to dismiss their petition. The SEC says that XRP holders can't prove that exchanges will list XRP if it amends its complaint against Ripple. Now, I must say a couple things, right? First of all, what the basic thing here is, well, the SEC, with their allegation, has caused a lot of exchanges to stop listing it. And if you check out Ripple's response here, it's actually kind of illogical because, well, it's never really been considered a security before, and right now, it is not more a security than it was a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, or anything like that. If not, it's less of a security than it was back then. So, from a certain perspective, it is really strange that all these companies decided to stop listing it as, well, it's not officially a security yet. It's just in the same way as was before. So if you ever listed XRP, why are you now more at fault if you were to still continue on, right? As long as you remove it once it's officially called a security, I think it'd definitely be good because, well, there's always the argument that you, as a Coinbase or as a Binance or whatever, couldn't have known that it was a security because even the SEC did not know, right? So, However, the community came up with a poll to basically tell the SEC, like, hey, if you change your verdict a little bit and make it a little bit more appealing to exchanges to keep listing it, you're at least hurting investors a little bit less, right? But the SEC just said, well, you can't really tell us for sure that that's going to happen, that exchanges will relist it. So we need to go over this one because I think it's personally quite important. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and its former acting chairman, Elad Roisman, have filed a motion to dismiss XRP holders' petition for a writ of mandamus that was submitted in early January. Now, has this been dismissed officially? No, they've just filed a motion, which Ripple has done as well. Investors aim to compel the SEC to amend its lawsuit against Ripple to exclude that part where it mentions that the token is a security. They allege that the enforcement action against the company caused multi-billion-dollar losses. The agency offers a three-pronged argument as to why the petition should be dismissed. In its 18-page filing, the SEC argues that it lacks subject matter jurisdiction because of sovereign immunity, a legal doctrine that protects the federal government from being sued without waiving its immunity. Quote, petitioners are not bringing a claim under the Administrative Procedure Act, APA, and have not alleged that it provides a waiver of sovereign immunity here, end quote. Interestingly enough, the SEC says that the investors cannot prove that the crypto exchanges will choose to relist XRP or the value of the token increases if the complaint gets amended, which I personally think it will though. Additionally, petitioners cannot show that the digital asset trading platform will reverse course or that the value of XRP will increase should the commission amend its complaint to exclude that the XRP owned by petitioners while concluding or continuing to pursue the case against Ripple. Okay, so the XRP, so in this case here, what the petitioners are claiming is that if the SEC were to scratch their case a little bit and make it different, say, hey, instead of all, we are just excluding everything that is regarded as XRP owned by petitioners, then the price would go up and the exchanges would relist it, which is interesting. The regulator also states that the lawsuit against Ripple fits squarely into a statutory authority while claiming that the XRP holders have failed to prove that it owes them any clear defined duty. Now again, we have claimed that it's been causing a lot of harm. Ripple in turn claims that the lawsuit has caused immense harm to XRP investors. In its recent response to the SEC's amended complaint, the damages are estimated to be $15 billion, and XRP price plunged over 60% in just a week after the lawsuit was announced but has since recovered, but the damage has been done. Then what we also got was Elon Musk shares Dogecoin again. Here's what he's tweeted. He said, the Tesla CEO, who dreams to taking the mankind to Mars, continues shilling his favorite meme cryptocurrency Dogecoin. Here's what he has tweeted at the time. He said, Doge spelled backwards is eGod. CZ of Binance said, BNB spelled backwards is BNB. Dog spelled backwards is God. Doge to Mars is happening. It's just a lot of people coming here with a lot of different things, and David Goxine trying to make a little money by selling some tweets. I think that's interesting. I think that's interesting. But it's mostly, in my opinion, about the fact that, well, he is on a mission that none of us understand. Why is he memeing around so much? Why is he so persistent with Doge? Nobody knows, but it's most likely a bigger plan, right? Or at least, or is it really just for fun? Is it really for the memes? I really don't know. And then unknown entity moves $642 million worth of Bitcoin. The flagship crypto asset was trading at 49,000 on the FTX exchange with a daily trading volume of 47 billion. Whale alert, somebody just moved 4,500 Bitcoin in block, whatever. Yeah, that's basically it. Why? We do not know. What happened because of it? We do not know. So that's basically it. Guys, thank you all for watching. Make sure you press the like button and subscribe. Also, check out GSX. It's the first gold-backed crypto. I'm just quickly telling you to check it out because I personally have a couple $1,000s in this. I'm not saying it's going to be good. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm just saying I think we might get a 25, 40, 50 times return on this one. I'm hoping for that. That's why I put some money in. Right now, it's only 10 cents a coin, plus a 9% bonus, plus a 5% bonus for using my link. And I'm saying, in my opinion, it's worth it to check it out. But hey, I know I could always lose my money too.